all delegates of the Disarmament and International Security Committee, or the DISEC, or the United Nations General Assembly First Committee at the Canadian International School, Bangalore MUN 2015. My name is Ananj Prasad and I am the founder and managing director for One World India. And One World India happens to be the company that is basically organizing the technical aspects of this MUN for you all, and we hope to deliver a fulfilling experience to each and every one of you. Right? So I am basically making this video to give you all a small orientation in relation to participation in the DISEC. Now, as most of you all would know, the General Assembly is the biggest committee of the United Nations. It has representations from all 193 member nations of the UN at any point in time, and it looks into a range of different activities which are very huge. The DISEC is one subsection of the GA, or the General Assembly. The General Assembly has been divided into various different sections in order to ensure that each one of them can look into a particular function. In a similar manner, the DISEC has been formed. Alright, this is the first committee, and its major role is to look into issues of disarmament, that is getting rid of the arms and ammunition, weapons, missiles of different countries, basically making the world peaceful via disarmament or removal of arms. Denuclearization, that is getting rid of nuclear stockpiles of countries, and more importantly, ensuring international security as a whole. Now, whenever there is an emergency threat to international peace and security, it is discussed in the United Nations Security Council, but ongoing issues of this sort, as well as demilitarization and denuclearization, are continuously discussed under the mandate of the DISEC. And this is what all of you are going to be discussing as well in the CISB MUN 2015 DISEC. Alright. Now, as far as the agenda is concerned for the DISEC, the agenda for CISB MUN 2015 DISEC is dismantling existing bacteriological and chemical weapon stockpiles while prohibiting future development and production. This is once again an agenda which is going to get more and more serious as we move into the future, and being the theme that we have for CISB MUN 2015, we have chosen an agenda with very major futuristic ramifications. Right? Now, when we talked about bacteriological weapons, this is something that is very easy to procure. A lot of countries can easily make use of bacteriological weapons. Some things that are very simple and common to us that we see on a regular basis are also bacteriological weapons. For example, if we put a strain of a particular bacteria or virus that can cause a deadly epidemic or a deadly disease among people into a huge thousands of people in a particular city or region, multiplication of this bacteria will happen and will lead to huge and widespread spread of diseases. Alright, those are bacteriological weapons. When we talk about chemical weapons, a lot of you all might have heard about the use of chemical weapons in Syria recently, about a year and a half, 2 years back, during the Syrian civil war, when Bashar al-Assad and his government were accused and proven guilty of making use of chemical weapons against their people. These kinds of things are taking place unfortunately on a regular basis right from World War I, and it is very important to prevent the use of chemical and bacteriological weapons as soon as possible. Yes, getting rid of nuclear weapons is important, but likewise bacteriological and chemical weapons. Now, what makes these two more dangerous as well is the fact that nuclear weapons require a lot of investment and a lot of technical intelligence and a lot of technical expertise to develop. Bacteriological weapons are very easily available, and chemical weapons, more importantly, are some of the very standard things that we see on a regular basis as well. A very regular gas called phosgene is deadly, likewise many others, and they're very easy to procure. It is important that we dismantle all these stockpiles, because the point is that some nations have huge stockpiles and they are responsible in the sense of looking after their security, but nations, especially those in the Middle East, which are fighting with extremist elements, might not have these capabilities. Hence, it is important to disarm these countries and in general look for a method of getting rid of all bacteriological and chemical weapons. A lot of treaties have been signed in the past, a lot of legal conventions have also been introduced, but none of them have been able to have very far-reaching consequences. Hence, here at the DISEC at CISB MUN 2015, all delegates are urged to carry out good discussions for which you will have to research very well in relation to your countries, so that we can have a good comprehensive draft resolution where we look into all the different aspects of the use of chemical and bacteriological weapons and what methods can be used by countries to dismantle them. Thank you very much, delegates of the DISEC. I wish you all the best with your participation.